Good morning. It's a chilly September morning here at Fort Golf 7 in Fairmont, and it is time for my first flight review. We're going to go up today with a great CFII in our club, Victoria. So let's jump in the plane, go get Victoria, and let's head out for our first flight review.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for picking me up.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Heck yeah.
Say hello to YouTube.
Oh God.
Victoria makes her debut on the Midlife Pilot channel. This is going to be a good time.
I've been waiting for this moment my entire life.
Well, you're a celebrity now. You want a taxi while we talk about what we're doing?
Oh heck yeah.
All right. Fairmont traffic, Scott 52 Lima, taxiing from the ramp, runway 23, Fairmont.
Oh,
23. See, I'm going to show you all the tricks. So, flight review day. It's my first one, 2 years since my check ride. People ask why I'm using this plane, because it's the plane I trained in. Now, in fairness, I have not flown this plane much at all in the last year, really. I've been flying the 150 and the Cherokee.
Are you nervous?
No. I think it's going to be fun. I don't know what your plan is. I normally like to go, I get flight following even when I go out to the practice area.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love that.
And I like to go west of Clarksburg, like over Route 50.
Okay.
Near the power plant, typically where I maneuver, unless you have somewhere else you'd rather go.
No, the west sounds perfect. We'll just start with a normal takeoff.
Okay.
We'll depart the area.
No suction to check in this plane. No prop to cycle, so we'll just do a carb heat check. We should see a drop in RPM and a rise in carb temperature. Kind of, but there must see, in this case, we had a little bit of carb ice already. So, because the RPM came back up when we put carb heat on, look, we had carb ice on the ground. You see that? So I'm going to do this one more time.
Yep.
1700. There's the drop you would expect, and there's the rise in carb temperature.
Okay, I want your general takeoff brief.
Yeah.
And then I want an emergency brief. Basically, it's like if the takeoff goes wrong, your emergency.
Sure. Okay, so for takeoff, if we're going to come out on the runway, we're going to do a static run up, make sure we're making good power. If we're not rotating by the end of the yellow stripes on this runway for the first taxiway is where we abort.
Good visuals.
If everything is good, we'll continue as normal, rotate around 60 miles an hour, 60, 65, climb out at 70 miles an hour until we clear the obstacle, accelerate to 80 miles an hour. And we'll climb out straight ahead, make our radio call, and then head out to the west. Anything weird with runway remaining, we'll obviously clear down and land and brake and stop. Once we're airborne and off, anything below 1,000 feet, we're going to go somewhere that we can see. Probably the I-79 typically is where we head.
Yep.
Above 1,000, we'll come back and land runway 5.
Absolutely, yeah. So if we're on takeoff roll and we see anything we don't like, drop in oil pressure, drop in oil temperature, drop in RPM, and on that static run up, we want to make sure we're getting above, 2,300?
Yeah, 23.
2,250 maybe?
Yep.
And the call out's going to be abort, abort, abort. So if you say that, then I know we're stopping. If I say that, you know what we're doing.
Roger.
Awesome.
You good with all that?
Oh yeah, are you ready?
I'm ready, let's go fly.
All right.
Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, taking runway 23, going to be departing straight out, Fairmont traffic. All right, lights are on, gas, both, undercarriage mixture will go. We'll go ahead and go rich on the mixture, landing lights are on, switches, your seat belts are good. I don't see anybody on final, haven't heard anybody, don't see anybody on ADS-B. All available runway, I mean every last bit. Every last bit.
We don't mess around here.
Not at Fairmont, no margin. So feet are on the brakes, we go full power, and we'll check the engine instruments and the RPM. We're making about 2250, which is good. Engine's green, so we come off the brakes, heels go to the floor. On the rudder, airspeed's coming alive. Engine's still looking good. There's 40 miles an hour. We're gonna have plenty of room here. Here comes 60. Accelerate to VX initially.
Beautiful.
Look at this baby climb on a nice cold morning. This is why I love the
cooler weather.
I love the cooler weather. And we're clear of the obstacle, but I still climb out at VX for just a minute.
All right, you want to shoot some gaps?
Yeah, we're gonna have to, I think.
We can always make a slight left turn and kind of climb in a circle.
Think we
There's
should?
a good pocket. Yeah. Clear left. Clear right.
Clear left. Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, just off runway 23, climbing through 1,700. We're making a slight left-hand turn. Fairmont.
Yeah.
Trying to still think about Clarksburg's approach corridor.
Yeah.
We could probably come over here and make kind of a right, you know?
I like that.
Like,
yeah, I like the right turn now. Then we'll kind of nip barely those ones. Look at this guy. Yeah, beautiful. What a glorious morning.
now we'll just kind of go straight out through this gap, I think.
Yeah.
Clarksburg approach, good morning. Skyhawk 3852 Lima with a VFR request.
Skyhawk 3852 Lima, Clarksburg approach, Clarksburg altimeter 3026.
26 and 52 Lima is a 172 slant Golf, just off of Fairmont Airport. We'd like flight following. We're going to do some maneuvers west of your Delta around 3,500. I just guessed that that's where we'd go.
That's a good guess. Oh my goodness, look at this.
Number 3852 Lima, squawk 0127.
0127, 52 Lima. Yeah, this is a lot more coverage
Number 52
than I
Lima,
thought
are
we
you
would.
looking to work with the tower, or do you want to stay up with the approach?
We'll stay with approach for now. Eventually we'll come in for some pattern work, but we're going to do some maneuvers out here for a while.
Peace. All right, well, we know where the stacks are.
Number 3852 Lima, roger, radar contact 7 miles north of Clarksburg Airport, 2,700.
Position altitude check, Skyhawk 52 Lima.
All right, so we'll get set up a little bit further wherever you're comfortable over Route 50, and then I say we warm up with some steep turns.
Yep.
Get the blood flowing.
Yep. All right, I'm going to do a clearing turn to the left and then a clearing turn to the right.
All right.
That way we turn towards and then away from Clarksburg.
I like it.
From the Delta. So I'm going to I always lift my left wing,
Yes.
and I don't see anything over here. And use some good rudder into the turn.
Yeah, and you talked about it earlier, so where are these blind spots in these Cessnas?
Well, above and directly off, you know, where you're turning, it's really kind of hard to, see sometimes.
Look at this. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
But yeah, Chris, I never thought I would actually make it this far, and every day I wake up and I'm like, they want me to come in and fly?
I will say this is my first time flying with you. I can't believe we haven't flown together before now.
National Aircraft has this weather information available for West Virginia and surrounding states. 1500 Zulu, available on flight service frequency.
I'll tell you that I've heard very good things about you, and I have been looking forward to getting an opportunity to fly with you for a long time. So I'm super glad we got to do it. So here's what I'm going to do for my steep turns for you, because I like to have a visual reference, and they're few and far between. At this point, I'm going to use the stacks, I think, so I'm going to turn around and look at them.
Good choice.
We'll pick like 4,600 feet probably, and then do it there, if that's okay with you.
I like 46. The higher, the better.
That's what I say. So typically I'll go left first and then right.
Did you see them? Shiny white dot right off of our 10 degrees off our left. Below the horizon.
I mean, yes, I do. I have in sight. All right, so I'm going to line up here with the stacks.
Beautiful.
This is so pretty.
It's gorgeous.
And we'll go left and then right, roughly 4,600 feet. So let's get established, all leveled out.
Beautiful.
Make sure my trim is good. 100 miles an hour is kind of our starting point, okay?
Clear left.
So we roll into the left. Coming through here, I had a couple swipes of the nose, a little bit of power. And then I should have paid more attention to where my bank was, but a little bit more power.
Falcon 4, show you turning to the north. You going to Philippi now?
Affirmative. Falcon 4 is going to be going direct to Cliff if you're on
A
F26.
little steep.
Okay, Falcon 4 flighting a 0905 that King Air about to set up for the approach for Buchanan.
Here comes our point.
Descending right in front of you.
Level off. Well, right, there's a right. Told you, babe. I don't mean babe in an inappropriate way. That's like a celebratory babe. All right.
Hell yeah, babe.
45 degrees. I've been trying on these when I've been practicing in the 150.
Oh my god, the 150 is so hard.
It is hard. I've been trying to do a better job of keeping my eyes outside and less at the instruments. I tend to get focused inside, so I'm just trying to relearn the sight picture in these planes while I do these, because even on this flight, this is kind of a, it's good, it's just good to get refreshed with the appropriate,
absolutely.
And here comes our rollout point, little forward pressure, left rudder, pull back a couple hundred RPM, and we can trim back down with our couple swipes of trim.
Gorgeous.
4,700, a little fast. I'm descending now on purpose, but yeah.
King Air 7
Awesome.
Golf Alpha, you're
All right.
There's steep turns.
From CRX, cross CRX.
Gotta love them. All right, so we're gonna set up. We're gonna go straight into slow flight.
Okay. Let's turn around again.
I like that.
I'd like to go behind us. We'll pick a cardinal heading. Maybe we'll go west.
Beautiful.
Can I work on a cardinal heading for you?
Yeah.
Friendly 180.
Let's do another car beat check. That's okay.
In the green, heartbeat's rising.
Actually, Wes is going to put us right at his direction, so maybe we'll pick like, I could do this off of a non-cardinal heading. So what if we went like
2-1.
south even?
Yeah, that works for me. I love slow flight. While you're getting into slow flight, tell me what's going on aerodynamically and how you're gonna like correct.
But still our wake.
Steep turn.
Wow, it's very wakey.
And how you control the airplane in slow flight.
Yeah, so obviously there's less airflow. I'm gonna pull car beat in. I should go rich technically for these maneuvers, although I don't always do that. Pull back a little power. We're inside the white arc, so I'll go ahead and drop in some flaps. I would go 20 degrees. Why not?
So to proceed to Ukoya, or is it
less airflow over the flight surfaces, obviously. So we end up with less authority on the flight surface control surfaces. So you end up using more rudder. To help control, to control things. So I'm going to keep trimming. I'm going to get this slowed to like, what do you want here? Like,
So I like 55 knots, or I guess 60 miles per hour.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you a turn. Let's see, where did he go?
Let me get established here.
Oh yeah, take your time. No rush. No rush ever. There's nothing more frustrating when your flight instructor is just trying to rush you through it.
Right.
It defeats the whole purpose.
So we're holding pretty good here. 4,700. My heading's drifting a little bit, so I'll use rudder to correct for that. Losing a little bit of speed, so I'll use pitch for that. And then pitch to control my airspeed and power to control my altitude.
Now, why do you think it's important to practice slow flight, be proficient in slow flight?
Well, I mean, because you're in slow flight every time you fly, takeoff, landing especially. So you need to understand how the airplane responds, how it performs at those slower airspeeds, because it's a critical time of flight, and it's also when you're kind of the most exposed for things to go wrong.
Yeah, Lima, you able to proceed northbound? I have a King Air departing Clarksburg at this time. You're getting pretty close to the departure corridor.
Perfect.
Yep, we can make a turn to the north for 52 Lima.
Going pretty slow one.
Thank you, and I'll advise you in that traffic past you.
52 Lima. Getting a little slow, so I'm gonna pitch.
Yes.
Got a little power. We're still climbing, so I've got speed. I've got pitch to give up here.
So no aircraft between you and the airport.
Very good. So standard range.
So I would use primarily all rudder.
Change to advisory frequency approved.
All right, over to advisory. If we see it in the air, we'll give you a call back. 7 Golf Alpha.
All right, engine instruments. We're still in the green. All right. So after we make this turn, then we're going to set up for the power off stall. When we do that, what are we simulating?
Approach to land.
Oh yeah.
We're still climbing a little, so I'm going to pull a little power. The nose come over, which it will kind of on its own. We're picking up a little speed, so I add a little back trim.
Now walk me through your stall recovery.
On a power off stall, I'm simply going to release back pressure, add full power, push carpet in,
Select 56, departure, radar contact,
bring the first notch of flaps out to 20, and then we'll retract flaps a notch at a time after that as we pick up speed.
Why not all at once?
Well, because you'll quickly reduce the amount of lift, you'll sink, your stall speed decreases. There's north.
Navigation. All right, heading 250 and...
All right, so you want an approach stall here?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we would pitch. I was taught we'd pull power out as if we're on a landing approach here, and we're descending. So this would be normal. I need more trim now.
Oh yeah.
And then we're going to pull. We're trying to keep that ball court centered. There's the stall horn. Full power. Carb heat in, release back pressure.
Beautiful.
First notch.
Yeah, so something's up with this flap lever.
This indicator?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never right.
Airspeed check, positive rate, looking good. Right on north.
We're 52 Lima, traffic no factor, resume on navigation, and maintain VFR at above 4,000.
Alright, no nav, and at or above 4,000 for 52 Lima. Alright, so I'm going to level off here again, because we don't need to climb anymore for our next maneuver.
That was awesome. Quick, precise, minimum loss of altitude. Gorgeous. Now let's see the...
My least favorite.
My least favorite.
So, I don't care if you go like, you could break this off now if you want. So you'll be fine with me. Alright, so I'm going to bring carb heat in because we are going to be below 2100. We'll push it in quick as we get. So I'm losing speed here is what I'm trying to do.
Yep. And I like 65.
Advise them when you're ready to go higher.
Or 60 works too.
Okay. 65. Oh, when you start pitching? Or when you add a little power? Okay, so we'll do it at 2,000 RPM. Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Looking good. Eyes moving.
Approach King Air 227 Golf Alpha. We have runway set. We can cancel with you.
Here
King Air 7 Golf Alpha, VFR cancellation received. Radar starts terminates. Clock VFR. Change advisory frequency approved.
Okay, VFR back over to the tower. 7 Golf Alpha.
And recover.
Power. Carb heat because we had it in.
Awesome.
And good speed, we're at VX, climbing away, altitude.
Very good. Clarksburg approach 3852 Lima, requesting descend for ground reference maneuvers. We have traffic in sight.
November 52 Lima, roger. Maintain visual separation with the Cessna 172, delete altitude restriction.
Maintain visual, delete altitude restriction. 52 Lima. Okay.
Falcon 7 at
I want an emergency descent through these clouds down to 3,000.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so an emergency descent. So bottom of the yellow arc. Full power. We want to get down as fast as we can. Carb heat should be in. 45 degrees of bank and let the nose come over.
Falcon 4, you're 6 miles from Ukiah, clear direct Ukiah. You're cleared on runway 26, Philippi Airport.
The 3,000 you say?
Yep. At or above the airport, Falcon 4.
And then you can maneuver in any way. So emergency descent doesn't have to be the corkscrew. It can be S-turns. Oh yeah, gorgeous. And as we descend, we'll...
Enriching, yep. I'm gonna do the engine a couple times just to make sure it's still happy.
Good thinking.
You don't really want to go to 3, do you? We're not going to be below them, I don't think.
So now we're on fire, the engine stopped working. What are we going to do?
Well, we're going to cut the fuel off, pull the mixture idle.
Yep. Okay.
I'm going to go full rich though for now.
Okay. And where are we going?
3,000, well, I mean, we're going to go to Route 50.
Oh, yeah.
We may end up in one of these little clouds. This is 3,000.
All right. We can whip a 360 to the left. We put us right under.
That's 3,000.
You don't like to go low, do you?
You said 3,000.
Now we're changing into the emergency approach to landing. So what's next?
Well, I'm not really going to do it, right? Because I got clouds everywhere. But I would just continue lining up for Route 50.
Okay.
Slip if I need to, do what I need to do. In the meantime, I'm going to climb.
To maintain 10,000.
If that's okay. I mean, I would have made Route 50 100 ways to tomorrow. I just don't want to screw with these clouds. If I didn't have the clouds, I'd go way down there for you.
All right. Yeah, that was the perfect setup to definitely put it down in Route 50. If we were to get closer, what type of things would you be looking out, especially on Route 50?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, there's power lines.
Power lines are the big ones.
Towers on the sides of the roads. And then once you get super close, you got to think about other people, cars. I mean, the last thing We talk about this at the beach when we fly there too. Everybody's like, oh, you've got a runway everywhere. And I said, no, not really. I mean, our primary responsibility is not to injure anyone else on the ground. So like if it meant we have to put it in the ocean to prevent hitting people on the beach, I mean, that's what you do. We want to land safely, but we definitely do not want to cause any injury to anyone else.
Absolutely. I'm wondering if we should just head to Fairmont, get a pop-up IFR for the RNAV 23, and then see what you got in approach mode.
Yeah, I mean, sure,
yeah?
If that's what you want.
Yeah, I think that's, honestly, with Scattered 800, I mean, we might get down there and then be completely screwed.
Yeah.
Clarksburg Approach 5 Lima, requesting if we can get a pop-up IFR to do the RNAV 23 into Fairmont. Yeah, so this is my first pop-up IFR ever.
Yeah.
Woo! And yeah, so we're gonna do our best with the approach. Basically, I'm gonna talk you through it.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have the basic knowledge. It's just a stepping stone down to the field, right?
Right.
And you just follow what it says. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the approach. If you want to do the same.
Yeah.
November 5-2 Lima, you are cleared, present position, direct to Fairmont Airport via Rubik. You can proceed direct Rubik, maintain 4,000.
Clarksburg Approach 3852 Lima, cleared direct to Fairmont via Rubik and maintain 4,000. 3852 Lima. Okay, so he gave us direct Rubik, so what we can do is we can go direct.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll do it.
And
Select the way.
I like to use nearest, because we'll just do load Fairmont and then activate, and then we'll go to back and procedure and approach. Click approach, RNAV 23. Very good. And then instead of vectors, we're going straight to Rubik. If it's on there, Rubik. I wonder if it'll let me go direct. Yeah. Okay. So.
There we go.
Right now, we are headed direct Rubik, and again, everything is looking beautiful. Now we're going to be flying by our needles.
Number 5-2 Lima, expect radar vectors on to final, fly heading 030. Vectors for the RNAV, runway 23.
Heading 030, expecting vectors, 5-2 Lima. Awesome, nice.
Getting set up for our unplanned IFR flight, we briefed the approach plate, and I was ready for some bonus instrument training.
Obviously, when we get into actual here, I mean, I'll keep flying.
Yeah.
But you obviously are on your toes for, you know, babysitting me.
And then, always in instrument flying, we are going to trust our instruments.
Right.
Our body's going to be telling us different. We're going to always keep our eyes moving and scanning.
It's always a good day when you get to log actual and an instrument approach on your VFR flight review. If you'd like to see this full approach and landing and full-length uncut videos of all my flights, head on over to my Patreon at patreon.com/midlifepilot for that and other great perks.
So we are going to Napa, which is 2.4 miles.
Number 3852 Lima, no aircraft continue at Fairmont Airport, report to IFR. In the air in this frequency or on the ground flight service change station, change advisory frequency approved.
Changing to advisory, and we will cancel on the ground, 3852 Lima. Okay, so our next descent point, so we're going to maintain this 3,000, and I love how you're above it just slightly, and then we'll descend down to 2,700 once we pass Napo in 1.5.
Okay.
All right, course is looking good, actively correction. Now, when we get closer to the approach, things get more sensitive.
Right.
So we're going to minimize correction. See, look at that wind shift.
Yeah.
All right.
Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, established on the RNAV runway 23 into Fairmont traffic.
Awesome, now this is perfect. What an excellent little flight review.
I'll say definitely more than I bargained for.
Traffic, track 601 in the pier. It's about 3 miles inbound on runway 8. We'll be breaking off to runway 26.
All right, coming up on Napo. Now we can slowly descend down to 2,700.
All right, so I'm going to just pull out like 100 RPM or so.
Now our glide slope has activated.
Okay.
We've got LNAV plus V. Very good.
I'm going to pull a little more power and put carb heat in, and we need to slow down anyway.
I like it. Yep, looking for about 90 knots.
Mixture's rich, gas.
Once we get into the wide arc, we can deploy the first notch of flaps, and then that's all we're going to put in.
Okay. Do we descend through 27 or do we stop at 27?
Come to the left a little bit, and we're stopping at 27.
Okay.
Actually, now that we have...
I'll go ahead and bleed off some airspeed here.
Yeah, there's 27 coming up on Bicky. And then we're just going to follow the glide slope. So, if it is above you, that means we are below it.
Right.
If it's under you, we are above
Roger.
it. So now we're just following this glide slope all the way down. Okay, now go ahead and say you are 4 miles final runway 23, or RNAV 23.
Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima is a 4 mile final, RNAV 23, Fairmont traffic.
Very good. All right, don't overspeed the flaps. And yeah, let's pull out a little more power. Very good. Catching that glide slope. All right, we are about to enter back in the soup. Pitot heat is on, carb heat's already on. All right, again.
Be like 90 knots, I'm sorry. Is that what you said?
Now that we have flaps, it'll probably be about 80 knots.
Okay. Great.
All right, looking for 1840 on the minimums. All right, here we go. Again, missed approach. We'll be at the runway, climbing right turn to 4,000 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. All right, we still got 2 miles to go. Coming back to the left.
We got it.
Beautiful. I see the runway.
I see the runway.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Good job.
Nicely done.
Nicely done.
Fairmont traffic 3852 Lima, short final runway 23, Fairmont. Clarksburg approach 3852 Lima would like to cancel IFR.
For 52 Lima, IFR cancellation receiver, surface permit, squawk VFR, change advisory frequency approved.
Squawk VFR, change to advisory, thanks for the help today, 52 Lima. Okay, you got it from here?
I got it. My airplane all the way. Oh, the visor broke.
No
Those are expensive too.
That is such a shame. All right.
All right, we're good. 70.
Good?
It's about, yeah.
Okay.
I keep forgetting you've not landed with me, so you don't know. Yeah.
All right, airspeed looks good, engine instruments good. We do not need to worry.
Oh.
Ride it out.
Don't worry about me.
I'm worried about spilling my coffee again.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Birds. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
Nicely done, Chris. I am
Victoria.
absolutely very impressed.
Thanks for riding along today for my VFR flight review turned instrument lesson, and thanks to Victoria for allowing me to film it. Be sure to give a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.